Okay. Are you living the life that you imagined? I just wanted to come on and talk. And I'm going to talk for a little bit. I'm going to let it go. I think most people have an imagined life. You have a view of who you are, how you want to be, type of car you're going to drive, family, picket fence, businesses, stuff. And I just wonder how many people actually live the life that they imagine. To me, that's such a perplexing question. It's a deep question, and it goes into the theme for me of love and happiness. Um, I'm always wondering how many people are living the life that they imagine. I wonder, are you really where you want to be? I'm always curious to that, and it's something I just want to talk about a little bit. Are you living the life that you imagine? And if you are, and if you are not, why is that? Um, Even at this time, talking, thinking about myself, and I am the person I want to be, but I'm not living the life that I imagine. And when I say that, I have to be real. Not that I'm not trying to get to that goal. Um, it's all on me, pretty much. Hey, you're now listening to Boss Lady talk. I always enjoy seeing you. You make me smile, Boss Lady. But then again, a lot of people make me smile. But you, it's just the whole swag, the beginning. Your pleasure. And trying to get back to my thoughts. I just wonder how many people are really living the life that they imagine. I think about that. Like I'm talking about myself for a minute. Um, Personality wise, I am who I want to be. I guess physically, I think I look like I would like to look. I mean, of course, I like to be like 7 foot tall. I'm joking, but I'm happy with me. But financially, I'm not a billionaire. But do I really want to be a billionaire? And I think about that. Am I driving like I'm not really materialistic. But then again, I have an image like a James Bond. I'm not wearing a suit, driving some type of luxury car, saving everybody's life. I'm not doing that. That's I'm not Starbuck. I'm not Luke Skywalker, but I imagined it growing up. I'm being silly, but I think about that. But um, like I really wonder how many people really imagine their life in totality. Like um, in a way, I imagined being who I am. Having fun, laughing. Buying simplistic things, but I think I never imagined like being a CEO mogul that runs the world. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think a lot of people have a vision of how their life should be. Some people maybe they envision being a YouTuber. Some people envisioned being a skateboarder, a basketball player, author, a writer, a doctor, a lawyer, a comedian, whatever they envision being. And I wonder how many people actually live the life that they envision in their minds. I think I always dive into my brain, and you know, I'm always thinking, "Am I who I'm supposed to be?" I think I am, but if somebody saw me, hello, my lady, she says, "Good evening. Thank you for the compliment." Um, that's my question. If we could all be honest, and I think that for me, I'm always trying to be as open as I can be. I'm like the most private, open person ever. Um, I don't know what's right and wrong for you. I just want you to do your best and be happy in your life. So me, I'm always reflecting on myself. And I always want to people say find your purpose. My purpose is always try to make people smile and laugh and have fun doing that. But even if I got paid for that, um, I still wouldn't feel like I would be living the life I imagine because I think if I can imagine my life, I'd be on some island somewhere reading a book and just running on the beach, working out, smiling at people, and slapping girls on the butt. I'm joking, but it would be something similar to that. And how can I make that reality? I'm joking, but in in general, most people do have an image of their life and what are they doing to get to the life that they have imagined. And that's my question. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. Like I know speed bumps, roadblocks, life happens. Next thing you know, you're 75, and you meant to go to the NBA, but you had to work. You had to take care of your family or your children, or something happened. Um, I listen to a lot of people on YouTube, and a lot of people are amazing and perplexing to me, because so many people they sell the dream, meaning they have the roadmap that you should follow, and follow these 10 easy steps and I'll help you to a better tomorrow. And for me, I'm like, well, I don't want to be like you. Why should I listen to your 10 easy steps? Summer, how you doing? SM Gamer. I'm always going to support you. SM Gamer. Hope you live in your best life. Like, you are a gamer. You want to be a gamer, and you enjoy playing the video games. Are you living the life that you imagined? And that's the question I would ask anyone. Are you really living the life that you imagined? I'm different. I think, am I living my life? Yeah, I mean, I'm living the life that I imagined, but financially, economically, like, I live. But if I had to choose, I think I want to be free. I want to live wherever. Like, I don't have a place, like a dream. Like, I love to live in Hawaii, but I like Newport Beach. I like Hermosa Beach. I like lots of places. So I love to just be a transient, but I don't want to be broke. And I'm doing great since you asked. This is just like really, really quick for me. Excuse me, but drinking carbonated water, I felt a little burp coming on. I just wanted to ask a question. I decided to go live and just do it real fast and ask some questions. Are you living the life that you imagined? I know you live in London. Fate the Great. Salutations to you. It's just my question for anyone who's tuning in. This is, are you living the life that you imagine? Are you the person that you want to be? And like, I ask my friends, like, what do you think I'm great at? Some people said, Charles, I thought you would have like I never wanted to be in extreme amount of debt. And, what happened? You should have been a lawyer. And I'm like, well, that costs a lot of money. And even if I did it, unshot lawyer, meaning I just passed the bar, still would I be happy? Would I be complete? I think, the most fun I have is when I have dialogues with people, when I have interactions with people. Like, even like just hopping on YouTube and doing a video is great, but it's even more fun when I get people to like hop in with me. Like, even I did a hangout because I'm like, maybe somebody said, Charles, let's talk, and then I'll go. But right now, I just want to speak a little bit, and I like to hear what other people say. I want to become a better listener. I need to, like, without being ever getting subjective or getting into my feelings, to hear your thoughts. Pamela, it's always a pleasure to see you. You always bring a smile to my day. You are awesome. You know that. And that's my question. Again, I'm gonna keep asking it because really I guess it's rhetorical, but it's not rhetorical. It's just, it's rhetoric. The artist speaks, the artist saying something to make a hell of an impact. Are you living the life that you imagine? Are you living the life you imagine? And I wonder how many people would say yes or no, or how many people are already crafting that life. I mean, I don't know what's important to you. I don't know who you want to be, but are you that person? Did you think that you were supposed to be a billionaire when you got to be 25? I mean, I don't know. Oh, fantastic. What's going on? I'm doing great. I'm happy that you've joined in to hear me say absolutely nothing and ask a question that I'm good at asking. I'm very great at asking questions. And are you living the life that you imagined? I am me. I'm like, I wake up trying to be me every day, but financially, you like, I can't just go buy a Bentley and give it to somebody. And I wish I could. I read an article about Allen Iverson, and he gave his friend a Bentley. And I'm like, man, that got to be that got to be one of the greatest things. And he was like, to me, it was a Bentley, but to my friend, it's a Bentley. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. And that tells you how reality and money is so different to so many people. And like, I am not a money hungry person at all, but it's just amazing how much money can change your life, especially when you're disciplined and responsible. You could have such a positive impact on so many people that it's crazy. So first, one thing I would say, I'm never opposed to anybody who's trying to earn money, but the problem is, how do you convince people that you're really worth it? How do you stand out from the rest? How do you become so awesome that people will pay you the value that you think you have? Like, I think I did a video because it was on my mind, and I still want to talk about it. Do you overvalue yourself or do you undervalue yourself? Which way is better? Some people say it's better to overvalue. Some people say it's better undervalue. But let's use YouTube, because YouTube is so it's a great example to explain it. At one time when YouTube first started, people were getting paid easily. Then they changed the structure. Now you got people doing the same thing for free. Now you're an intern trying to prove that you're great at doing something. So before, the creators were overvalued. And now, if you look at it, may sound funny, they're undervalued because you have to do so much to attract attention to get people to check you out, to even make an impact. So some people was like, yeah, I'd be a YouTuber, I'm gonna be great. And now they're like, damn, I'm doing YouTube and I'm not, it's not how I imagined. And I see a lot of people saying that. I got to use SM Gamer. You see a lot of people gaming, and I know in your mind, some of you like, I'm better than them. Check me out. Damn it. Look at me. I'm killing them. I'm the next ninja. But somebody else got 1 million subscribers and you're at whatever number you're at. It's like, man, I'm not living the life I imagined. And is that you? Is that the world? Is the world not seeing your value? How many people work for a corporation or, in whatever sector they work in, and you know that you're better than your boss, but you never get a chance. And that's crazy. So it's life isn't fair. I would never say a life is fair. I'm just saying that we got to look at it a different way. And I've seen so many people, like I listen to a lot of people on YouTube, and some people will say, hey, any support is great. And somebody else will say, hey, for $10, you can support me for $10. And I'm like, you got 0 people supporting you. But this other person says any support is great, and they got 100 people supporting them. So is one person overvaluing themselves, or is the other person undervaluing themselves? It is what it is. Like I listen to a lot of people. I try to peruse all these streets. I listen to everyone, even people that like, because I'm not really a big dramatic person, but I like to hear like somebody's perspective on a situation. And of course, names get me. So I listened to this MGTOW brother the other day, and it was hilarious because he was like, what women have done to me? And I'm like, women, they did nothing to you. But in his brain, because they haven't chosen me. Damn it. I want to go on a date. It was just so funny. But I felt sad for him because, as a MGTOW creator, is he better than the rest? It was just funny. And it's just what I'm saying, I'm going off track, but it was just so funny. So it popped up in my brain is his life. He was like, man, I'm going to date women and take them out. And next thing you know, I'm going to be having love making. And because women never gave him no loving for whatever reason. Now they did something to him. They didn't do anything to you. It is what it is. But he's not living the life he imagined. I'm sorry. Beat me up for that one. But it's, I just want people to be happy. And I'm sorry that people can't get to the life they imagine. I'm still trying to work on being the Charles I imagine. I mean, I enjoy working out and reading and sleeping, and I like drinking beer, and I got scotch. I'm still looking. I'm gonna drink some more scotch. But then, the Super Bowl is about to happen. For LA, for people from Los Angeles, it's a real big thing. But then again, I got to watch, so I can keep the 6-pack going. I can't really just dive on in and eat pizza and beer all the time. And that's perplexing. I wish we came up with a matching pill. Eat all you want, and then you just ploop, it's all out, and you stay slim. The keto pill. I'm joking. But anyway, when you see people, life is a comparison. Life is a competition. We try not to make it such. But being that we are human, we see that somebody's taller than us, shorter than us, somebody's smarter or not as smart as us, somebody's faster or slower. We see this, and you try to always appreciate what you have. But then when you see other people, you're like, man, am I doing it right? What have they done right that I'm doing I'm doing wrong? And I just think about that in life. That's how I look at the world. She says, nope, I wanted to be happy. I'm not living the life I imagine, meaning I'm blagging my way through life. I wanted to be rich, but I think I'm rich in love. Mine is the man. I love to be in it, really. I got you. I understand what you're saying. I love to be in a job I really enjoyed and love. But how do you do that and earn the money that you want? Pamela says, team pizza, beer, and scotch. There you go. We're all together. Yeah, you know what? I want everybody to do what's in their heart, but sometimes what you love to do doesn't earn. So, and how can you turn what you love into earning and get compensated on a level that you want to get compensated for? How do you get somebody else to appreciate and see your talent to put you in the place that you need to be the person that you want to be the man or woman, or however you consider yourself to be that person on that level? And that's just how I look at the world. It's so funny because I really don't want to do a lot of talking. I really want to ask a lot of questions. And you know what I would do, because I did this hangout. If anybody wants to tell me their thoughts, they are more than welcome to join. I gotta grab my headphones though, so it won't be all over the place. I want to be all over the world. But I will drop a link. Maybe somebody will somebody will come in and say, Charles, I'm going to talk with you. And that would be so great. Maybe I gotta do this thing differently, but and I don't. People, you know me. I don't care like I should. Matter of fact, I don't even know how to work this thing right. I'm on the Pixel book now, trying to figure out how to. Yeah, I got it now. I got it. Copy it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm about to post. Let me see. Figure it out. I'm all over the place on this thing. Okay, I got it. I will drop. I think nobody's going to join, but I'll drop the link. And if you guys want to come and we can chit chat, I'll go grab my headphones. As a matter of fact, give me a second. I'll just turn the camera off so you don't see my out of shapeness. I'm joking, but yeah, I don't want to be distracting you with looking at this. You know what I mean? And I would love to hear what other people have to say, but I'll come back in like 2 seconds and I'll talk. Maybe I'll get somebody to join in and talk with me and say, Charles, this is what you should do. I'm always looking for a sensei. I'm looking for a master teacher because Charles is a master student. And I want to figure out how can I live the life that I imagine. Come on, sell me, let me pay you $500 so I can call you a scam artist because you can't help me. I'm joking. That's one thing I'm going to say before I get up. I mean, I'm not about to leave, but I'm about to. And so many people that would tell you how to be this and that, but how many success stories have you seen? And when you say testimonials, I don't do testimonials. Just trust me. Just trust me. All right. Give me like a minute. Then I'll be right back. A minute. Not even a minute. We're about to see how this is going to happen. I want to see if it's going to sound good or sound bad. And they're going to see, and you can see me, but I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm here, but I'm not here. And we're going to see. Maybe we'll see how this headphones work. I'll turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So here we go. I'm plugging in the headphones. And we're going to see. Does it sound worse? Does it sound better? Is it good or is it bad? We'll see. All right. Can people hear me? Let's go. Let's check it out. Can you hear me? Am I still hearable? That's what I want to know. Can anybody hear me? Let me see if maybe I can hear myself. I don't see nobody in the chat, so I don't know. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. And I'm gonna dive back in for a little bit. Oh, okay. So, boss lady, are you living the life that you imagine? That's a great question because you be getting it in. So I think that you seem pretty to me always happy, and I like when you define things. But are you where you think you should have been? That you imagine where you are at now? Are you what you want to be? Or is there a bigger plan? But I'm not trying to put you out. You don't have to tell me. But I see. Yes, I'm living it. Me, I am not all that I want to be. It's maybe yeah, I'm not. I would say intellectually, I have the capacity to learn, but there's so much I don't know. So I'm trying to know more. I want to interact with more people. I would like to do that. So, and I would like to smile more than I smile. I smile a hell of a lot. I would love to be able to save a lot of people. Captain Save him, Captain Save him. No, but I really would like to be able to help a lot of people. So I guess they would call me that, because I want people to live great lives. I have so many friends that have so much talent, and due to money, they can't do what they want to do. Or maybe they could, but it's opportunity. I wish people had more opportunity. I wish more information was shared. I wish people would stop fight each other. I wish I had a bigger global impact. I wish that I had a voice that more people wanted to hear. No, she said I want to do more traveling. And where you want to travel to? I've traveled all over, so I'm kind of different than most people. I would love to associate with more people more than anything. Oh, I see you. Hey, Zero Kelvin, what's going on? And Miss Thick and Meaty, you invited me to your family. I'm appreciative that you're part of my family too. I'm joking, but you be getting that Final Fantasy on, bro. My question, and this is for anybody want to join, I drop the link. We can chit chat and talk, and I don't mind, because You know what? I'm gonna tell you about me. If people don't know, I'm all about positivity and love. I'm not trying to crush anybody or change people's views, really. But I want people to feel better. I want you to be happy. And I'm not saying negativity don't happen in the world and drama don't happen in the world, but that's not what I'm about. I'm about deep thoughts, loving and improving. And I don't have the answers. I'm not gonna tell men or women how to be. I just say be kind to each other, respect each other. And I'm not saying I can't get dramatic. I'm not saying I don't say I don't have a potty mouth because I do. But messing with me, it's all about love. I tell you, I watch a lot of people, but sometimes like if it's always depressing and negative about problems, I got to detach from that because it's not always depressing and negative. It can be great. Today is going to be a great day. I'm gonna watch Super Bowl somewhere, and maybe I'll drink a beer, maybe I won't. I think once I get done with this, I'm gonna go work out a little bit. But, I ran 3 miles today, or 5K, and where am I going? I'm Italian. I'm going because I finished the race. But it's I just want to be the best Chuck I can be. As healthy and as cool as I can be. So. You would make 350 this year. Beware the Loch Ness monster. Hilarious. Um, you know what? I wish I had a. I don't really have like a a. Uh, he says no football for me. It's all good. No, uh, I don't have like a lot of people have financial goals, and I just don't want to be broke, and I want to be able to eat and sleep and stay dry. And I think about cutting a lot of costs. Like I really think. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. And I had a friend, and my friend was a felon. He got out of prison, and he couldn't he had no money. So I was like, "Yo, watch my car. I'll give you a cell phone." So that was my friend's job. Then my friend moved away, and he used to drive back and watch my car, and he stopped doing it. But I ain't turned the cell phone off. But now, I'm a good dude. I don't really care. But Charles, how could you do that? Well, it was just like an extra $15 to $20, and what's that? But then again, um, I'm thinking that's some money I could be saving and investing. So I was looking at the best cell phone provider for me, and I think I'm gonna switch to Google Fi. However, if I go to Google Fi, then I have to um, like I'm not gonna bring him with me because he not he, long as I looked out, you ain't looking out for me, and I'm not even mad like at that. But it's just funny that um, a lot of people want something for nothing. You it nowhere in his mind he's like, damn, my boy do hook me up for a cell phone, so let me come check out. If I don't get at him, he won't get at me. And it's just crazy how life is. And she's boss lady. You just seeing you makes me smile. Just seeing you hang out in my chat is making me smile. She said, "It's the homeless people I worry about. I worry about it. Everyone. I want everybody to live the best life. Um, I've been at places where people would bring their RVs, even like in my neighborhood now, and people are like, "Why are they parking here?" I'm like, "They just want somewhere to sleep. Why are you so angry about somebody on a public road parking their RV? Well, your car's not even there. Well, mess up the people are so selfish, and you want people to help you, but you as long as they're not around you, then you care. But as soon as they're around you, you want them out your neighborhood. Man, I want everybody to live well. I think that we have too much greed in society and too many people trying to take from each other. And I'm not knocking the quote unquote capitalistic hustle, but that's my problem is I don't really know how to be like that. And I'm not selfish, but I'm selfish. So listen, I share with you, but don't take my last. And don't take advantage of me because I won't take advantage of you. And the reason I brought that story up because I don't think my friend constantly is trying to take advantage of me, but in his brain, he's like, well, F it. You don't care. I don't care. But listen, $20 goes a long way. It's people that have never, that work hard on YouTube and never got a dollar for a super chat. It's people that could use it. It's people that, so I'm always trying to change my perspective and stop doing stupid stuff. But when you work or you earn something, you say, why not reward yourself? And I'm never knocking somebody for being selfish. I am not. I'm just thinking in general, are people living their life or living the life they imagine? And don't take kindness for weakness and don't take advantage, man. If I tell you, if my dream, I have a dream, is one day I'm gonna be able to go to a restaurant and pay for everybody, and nobody know I did it. That would make me feel real great one day to be able to go on and or go to like a Target or a Walmart or pay off everybody's bills. That would make me feel awesome, or pay off a whole neighborhood's houses. And they was like, man, you ain't got no house payment no more. And wonder how they would live their life. You know, that's what I would dream. Hey, Sister Casey, much love to you. I know you always keep me in your prayers because you bring a prayer every day. But, you know, most people are not living the life they imagine. Most people are not doing what they want to do. Well, Nikki, my co-host, though, where you been, baby? That's the baby took back in. Anyway, that's what I think. I want people to live their best life, and I want a lot of people living the life they imagine. And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle ever. I'm not. However, um, life is hard all over. So who am I to say I'm not getting what I deserve? I may be getting more than I deserve, but that goes back to what I said earlier. Um, how much are you worth? Like, how much are you really worth? Um, yeah, boss lady says, yes, Charles. I see people on YouTube that they don't give silent money to people. Like they don't give anything to people. I know what you're saying. I want to help people. I want to help people, and I understand you got to live. I'm not saying you shouldn't take what you can get from people, but be fair. And like I explain to people, let's say the house I stay in now. Think about this. This we're gonna go with this. Just understand. This house maybe cost in 1969 $5,000. The wood ain't changed. The ground ain't got no more. Nothing has happened except for the demand of the house. So today, let's say I can sell this house for $700,000. Ain't been no improvements in nothing. What has changed? You know what I mean? What has changed? The wood didn't get more expensive. You know, ain't no Teflon wood in here. You know, ain't no diamond glass. So why is it now this house that probably costs other than demand and people wanting it would pay 700,000 for something that's really for the cost of it was $5,000. You know, I understand a bottle of beer costs in the grocery store maybe $1 2. You go to a Lakers game and it's $15. So because they know you want it. You know, like my friend said, if you go to the desert and try to buy a bottle of water, it's gonna cost you $10. You know what I mean? But you go and buy. So I'm just saying I don't understand life. I don't, and the life that I live is not the life I imagine, but I imagine being me all the time. And I'm like, I'm gonna speak. I gotta speak, not to knock anybody. It's not a knock. But my brother O'Shea did a video a couple days ago, and I was watching it, and he said, "Hang around people that you want to be like, or are you like that?" And I said, "There's nobody I really want to be like. So who I'm supposed to hang around? Like, I don't see anybody with a job that I want, and there's a couple of people that um live a life, but I would never meet them. Like, I still don't want to be them. I just want to, I would just like to emulate just a little bit. It's like, who are you talking about? I won't say it because if you know me, you already know. But I'm not gonna say it. I'm just being silly, but it's the truth. Casey says, God knows your heart, and people give all the time, and they don't expect any acknowledgement from others. That's a blessing. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I would love to help people. I wish I could help people more. I don't need any reciprocity. However, I love when people are kind to me and nice to me and say hi to me and give me. I feel great whenever somebody smiles and says hello. Like it's great. It's there because I've never seen a person like that before. That's great. But if you say hi, it makes my day better. A hi is like a hug, and I'm a hug demon, so I want everybody to hug me. He says, I don't donate to people online. If you, I don't know what that means. Connor, put your worth an actual product. I will buy it. One girl sub to write a book. I bought it to support her, but I don't feel comfortable donating to a channel. Oh, come up with an actual product. When you come up with an actual product, I understand. I say do whatever you want to do. I support whoever wants to be supported. If I got $1, what's $1, man? If I can buy a $50 bottle of scotch, I can give $1 or $2 to somebody. You know what I'm gonna do with the scotch other than excrete it out sooner or later. You know what I mean? If I can go to a restaurant and pay $15 for a slice of bread just because it's been something I can make at home, like money is so like it doesn't take to make some eggs. What a dozen eggs cost you like $2-3, and you got a stove. You can make that in 5 minutes. I mean, but you go to a restaurant and you got to pay $5 for something you could have made in 5 minutes. I understand it, but a lot of stuff is overpriced, and we don't feel guilty. But we got to make a living. I got to survive, and I get it. That's why I'm just Charles sucks as a businessman. Charles will suck as a businessman. Oh man, I tell you what, this was just fun and short for me. Like if somebody wants to have a dialogue, I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat again, but I won't go on too much longer. I just want to talk a little bit. Uh, my thoughts are you living the life you imagine? And I'm not like angry or anything about it. Um, I just think that uh, emotion gets us all, even me. Like people don't know. Um, I for a long time I was a sneakerhead, and I've been fighting that battle because I just like cool sneakers, and in video games too. So just trying to be a more financially responsible person is always hard. I'm a person who always want to treat everyone. So yeah, I can do that. Um, just I just I'm a better dialoguer than I am just just to talk at the camera. Some people are great at it. Me, you know, I'm better in conversation because I like to talk to people. My whole thing is to learn from other people. So I've told you all I got to say, but if anybody wants to chit chat with me, that's when it becomes even better. Hold on, let me do this. Give me, I'm not an expert with the Chrome yet. Getting there though. I'm getting there. Mm, yes, here we go. I'm gonna send it an email and then I'll send it through the Hangout. So I love to listen to you, Pamela. And then I'll do it through the Hangout. Hangout. It's like going on a date, except it's online. I'm joking. Oh, okay, we do this. There it goes. Two ways to send your choice. Invite. Well, somebody's here. What's up, brother Kelvin? What's going on?
I'm doing good, brother. How you, man?
Man, I've
Thought
been
I hop,
great, man.
yeah,
It's
thought I
always
hop on for a minute.
yes. So tell me your thoughts, man, about this. Are you living a life that you imagine? I would love to hear what you have to say about
Well, I'm definitely trying to.
it. So what type of life did you imagine? Tell me about it. I'd love to hear it.
Well, I guess that's like a life where I can create and do, live the life I want to live, like travel everywhere. If I want to go travel, I go travel. If I want to do this, I do that. Just the ability to do the things I want to do when I want to do
I totally understand. Did you ever have a dream job? Like, I'm not saying that you don't have it already, but did you imagine some type of occupation when you were
Oh
growing
no.
up? Hey,
them.
Pam.
Probably.
Hey,
Hey, Miss Pam.
hey, how y'all doing?
Whenever
Yeah.
we see you, well, me, fantastic. Woohoo!
Handsome men.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you already know the question, Pamela. So if you want to dive in, or what the zero was talking, but feel free to just chime in. I would love to listen.
Oh no, go ahead. Let him finish. Because I got to get myself set up here. I got to put this thing on the mount here. So go ahead.
Okay.
Continue, brother Kelvin. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, just be able to do what I want to, and just like to, because I gotta try to make, you gotta make enough money to kind of live that life. So, to make enough money to, and to make and generate enough money to just have like, well, at least I guess in a sense, total freedom. So I think that's probably where I would want to be as far as that, where I can, do I want to, as far as that, and if like, and I like to advance myself spiritually too. So like, and like, if you want to travel to go certain places or have time to do that, you need to have money to sustain yourself. So you can't just spend all day. Well, you want to read or study or focus on certain spiritual practices. You don't have all day to do it. So
I understand. I totally understand. So let me ask you a question. So, what do you think? Let's go annually. What would be annual income for you to feel comfortable with? How much would you need to earn annually for you to feel like I'm at the point where I can live the best life that I imagined?
dang, that's a tough one. Let me see. I think about that one.
I understand. Like me, I really um I live in a different situation, California. So
Mm,
for me to
yeah,
really feel comfortable, like um, at my level, single with no kids, uh,
yeah.
I would feel really comfortable if I earned about 130 annually, $130,000. That to me would be, I think, where I would not have any type of, uh, not that I'm a spendthrift anyway, but I would be
Mm,
way more. I would feel really like I could relax. I wouldn't feel as much. Not that I feel a lot of stress in the first place, but I think
Yeah.
then I could have a lot more freedom for me. But I think just living in Los Angeles, to me, if you're making, depending on how you spend, if you're making under $70,000, you're struggling, and that's what I believe. If you don't cohabitate with people, and that's just from my perspective in Los Angeles. I think you could probably survive the farther out you live. Like if you lived in the Paris, San Bernardino areas, Riverside, but then most likely you work in the city, and that's like an hour transit both ways, and then you wouldn't have any time. And I think that's what's so the problem of life is the cost of living, the amount of work, and most people are not matched with their skill set. Most people are working in situations that don't use their talents the right way. And do with automation and technology, a lot of the jobs that we used to have are disappearing. I don't even know how to see it any other way, but that's how I imagine it.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely heard it's like really expensive where you live at. So yeah, yeah, like yeah. I mean, like I said, I ain't made up to where like yeah, type of salary. So I guess like 70. I guess making under 70,000 would be a struggle.
Yeah, it's crazy when we think about it. The cost of living, what people earn, it's just crazy. And the differences between the base worker from the CEO is crazy. At one time, the base worker was making 40 and the CEO was making 70. Now the base worker is making 40 and the CEO is making 700 million. I mean, I'm getting up there, but you get the point I'm making. It's astronomical, the
Yeah,
differences. So
yeah.
I don't have the answers. Oh, hey, Sister KC, feel free to speak. It's a
Hey,
pleasure to
y'all.
have you here.
How you doing, sis?
Is my looks a little weird. Hey, Miss Pam.
How
How
you
you
doing,
doing,
baby?
girl? I'm doing all right. I'm trying to live my best life, you
That's
know.
right. That's right.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah,
It's a
same here.
pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a
Yes.
pleasure.
I, I've been missing you, Charles. I haven't seen you around much, so I had to hop on here just so I could holler at you today.
I was trying to get mentally right, been working and resting and trying to figure out my plan of attack in life, staying
Exactly.
happy, But I always watch from afar, whenever I can. I try to watch everybody. That's one thing. That's another thing because so many people. I gotta say words that I probably shouldn't say, but so many people are there for me. I try to be there for everyone, but it's not enough time in the day to watch everyone, and then so
That's true.
it's hard sometimes, So that's what happens. I jump from here to there, and I try to always make my presence known, but you can't be there for everyone, and I know everybody can't be there for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always miss everybody's live like a few minutes after they've gone live. So I never get notification until after the fact. But you asked a question about, how much would you be able to make to be comfortable?
Hmm.
If you would have asked me that question about 10 years ago, and I know this doesn't sound realistic, but if you would have asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said $60,000 a year.
Hmm.
But now I would have to say $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because the more you make, the more money you spend. To me,
Hmm.
and so I remember those days when I used to make, $10 an hour and did hair on the side, and I made a decent amount of living, and it was a very meager living. And then moving to Florida, where the cost of living is more, now I would expect to, at least 100,000 to be comfortable.
Totally understand. Sister Pam, what are your thoughts? We must have lost her. I think the same as you, Sister Casey. Like I remember as a youngster, I was like, man, if I ever start making $50,000, I'd be so happy.
Yeah,
And I remember when it came and then it went. I'm like, man, this is
yeah,
not enough. This is
yeah.
not enough. It is not enough to live your best life. For some people, like Charles, what, you made that much? Man,
It's
I'm
not
telling you,
enough.
it depends, especially in the system that we live in today. Like in
Yeah,
Los Angeles, the average rent, I mean, the average rent for like a studio has to be about 18 to $2,000 a month. You're not
yeah,
making that. Most people can't even survive. They're living in places, in small places that is no bigger than a closet paying $1,500 a month. And you're like, man,
Wow.
you sleeping on your toilet. You know what I mean? And they're still trying to survive. So I think most people, in my mind, aren't living the life they imagine. I know, like, I got to shout out because SM Gamer is a gamer. And as hard as you go at the trying to promote your page and do YouTube, I don't think that you're living the life that you imagine. I think so many people are in that point that it's frustrating when you're trying to become the person you think you should be. You're trying to live this life, but it's just hard to get there. So that's the questions I just love to ask people. I'd love to ask people, are you earning what you think you should be earning? And are you living the life that you imagine? Like a lot of people imagine being married with 3 or 4 children, going to church, loving they spouse. And a lot of people are not living that life, and you're like, what did I do wrong? And I don't have the answers. But I think that the more we have conversations about it, the more you get people to grow. And I'm going to say some stuff. I wish that the best way is to learn is by asking questions. Now, if you want to change people, ask them why they do it, and see how they feel about it. And if they don't agree with you, let them go their own way. But we try to force people. I'm not trying to force nobody to do anything. Don't forget to speak. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I just like living down here. My expectations. I had never visited Florida before I decided to move here, and so the expectation, I knew it was going to be expensive, but I didn't realize the job market here is so crazy that because of how California, how you don't pay state tax, they feel like they can lower the wages here than it would be in Kansas City. If I went to Kansas City, where I was from, the rent is much cheaper, and of course you have winter, but you would make more money, but you have more taxes. So it's kind of like, okay, so which one do you do? So basically, coming here, making less money to make more money. Does that make sense?
I understand. So yes.
So that's where I'm at. To come here I made less money, but now I make more money.
I understand.
So, but I'm talking about moving in a trailer. I'm gonna look. People talk about trailer, folks.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy me a trailer, a RV, and I ain't gonna have no rent. I'm gonna have me an RV where I can drive it wherever I want to. Park it up at Pam's house or at Charles's house or at Zero's house and plug up my stuff to y'all.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I think
that's really what I want to do.
I'm thinking about that too. I'd rather rent out places. I'd rather rent it out and just let somebody else stay, and I just live in a little tiny little van. And you're like,
yes. Yes.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I always thought about getting a piece of land, a big piece of land, because down in the country area, it's really inexpensive. Getting a piece of land, something like that, and then building something like that, a little bit at a time. And then also have an RV or something to travel around in. I really want to do that. I really, really do.
Yeah.
But my dad died. I got his house, and I tell you, it was he didn't really maintain it well, and it was just very, very expensive for me. So I finally ended up getting rid of that, and so it's a lot. But to answer the question, I didn't mean to jump in because I'm gotta get on the highway a little bit. But the amount of money would it take to make me happy, or what do I think it is to be comfortable? For me, in the area that I'm living in Northern Virginia, DC area, you would have to make at least $100,000 to be really living very comfortably because it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Or be married, and then with combined incomes, of course, then of course you make more. But yeah, I'm really simple and basic. I really don't like a whole lot of fancy stuff. I like quality items. So I don't need a whole bunch of the same thing or things that's going to be breaking. I like the things that's going to last a long time. But I'd rather put my money into traveling, getting out, meeting people, exploring, doing adventurous things, like trying to live very frugal and eat lavishly, drink lavishly, and I'd rather do that with my money. So that's why I say 100K, because I know that if I made 100K, with just one job right now, I'm not close to that yet, but I've worked several jobs to even just, make enough just to, be comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think 100K. Yeah. And no,
Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm not miserable. This is how to be. I always imagine now, of course, married, with kids and a husband, and dog and a white picket fence. But I'm not. I know a lot of people who did get that. They ended up getting
Right.
divorced several times, and they're miserable, and they also sometimes end up borrowing money from me. And I'm like, you got two incomes. Why are you borrowing money from me? Because they look at me and they think, oh, the grass may have been greener on the other side, but she's single with no kids. I can just get up and go whenever I want to. I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to babysit. I don't have to make sure the dog is being boarded.
That's
So
so
I like
true.
the freedom. I like
Yes.
the freedom. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of happy that I'm like I am now. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine being single as quote unquote old maid status, but I don't regret anything.
That's
Don't
all right.
understand.
We would just be sitting on the porch, rocking and chewing bubble gum.
That's right.
Uh,
But now I am a nudist,
oh.
so I really like being alone. I go, well, like I never thought I was going to be a nudist when I was younger. No, I was such a person.
What?
I'm right with you, Miss Pam. I'm right with you,
Gosh.
Pam.
Oh, Miss Pam, wow.
I love her.
I'm right with you.
She be teasing us when she get nude in the dark. I be like, turn the light on, girl. Damn.
I know Charles is like, turn the light on. Turn on the light. Or light a candle. He want to see some skin.
You've had a lot of close calls, Miss Pam. You've had a lot of close calls.
I be trying to catch it, man. She don't know. I be watching. I be like, yeah, there you go. I almost saw a little bit.
Charles be that dude that be looking through the window, peeping through the blind, and see the eyes.
The first time I got on the line with Charles, I didn't have a bra on, and I had a kind of a tight T-shirt on. And I looked at the video later. Charles is gonna go back to his archives now, and my headlights was popping out. I said, "Oh my goodness!" I was so embarrassed. I was so freaking embarrassed.
Wow.
That's all you
Hot
got.
thing. Barely 21.
Just flying everywhere.
I don't know if he saw it, but he was smiling though. The whole time he was looking at me, he was smiling.
You look good.
Do you remember that, Charles?
You look good. That's all.
Oh, okay. I don't think he was looking at my eyes though.
Okay.
He was looking at your eyes.
Oh yeah, right. The two, oh, right, those eyes.
Oh man, that's one thing
It's
agree
been
with.
many times on the live streams that I've almost accidentally came on without a bra on. I had, you got to do a bra check, Miss Pam.
Or nothing. And then one time I got up and I said,
Yes.
"Oh shit!" I sat down real fast. I was like, "Oh."
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember. She said, "Oh gosh." She said, "I said, oh."
Ooh, like, ooh, I forgot. I don't got no bottoms on.
I think I still have that video.
Oh, that's why I was like,
Okay, I'm going to turn my camera off. I'm over here blushing right now.
oh, I know. Whenever
I've
I
had a
watch
few
the views
close
of
calls
view,
myself.
whenever I watch a views of view, I be hoping to get a view. I said sooner or later she gonna mess up.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get a view.
Get her in the right element at the right time.
You know, I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no shame. I'm like, I'm not watching.
I didn't see it. Yeah, right.
I just see nothing.
I guess it'd be giving a meaning to the channel. View is a view, I guess.
Exactly.
Oh man.
You got a new viewer already, Miss View.
Right there. Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh no! Well, what about the black bra incident?
Oh
man.
I'm gonna get quiet on that one.
Hey, you one of my favorites. I know I'm gonna smile and laugh. I'm gonna have some laughter listening to her.
She is hilarious, you guys. I just love Miss Views of You. Speaking of that, Miss View, I'm going to Jacksonville in March. And I'm booking a Airbnb. So I just yeah.
And what's my girl?
PJ.
PJ and SG, they live there.
That's exactly. I'm going to visit PJ and SG.
Oh, and see, in March, let me see, something I got to do in March. No, April, I'm going to Vegas. March, let me see. Hit me up in the inbox.
And going to Vegas. We going to Vegas in April. Okay, so what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Hey.
We're going to go in July. Remember, we're going to go to the VidCon in July.
Yeah, that's too, but it's April sooner.
Yeah. Vegas stays in Vegas.
Don't lose too much money.
You give me your itinerary now. I know I need to be in Vegas in April. What a coincidence! What you doing here?
Hey, walking into you, meeting you.
Oh, I'm joking.
I'm joking. Yeah, hit me up with your email. Oh, well, my email is aviewersofview@gmail.com. So if you email me, then send me your number, and then I'll call you, and then we can, talk about that, because I might be able to make something happen for March. What?
Well, I'm paying for the Airbnb, so all you got to do is just come down.
Just drive on down. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll hit you. You hit me up, and then that's there. You know what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you know what, Charles? Go ahead, honey.
Okay, I'm pulled up, and I'm going to get on the beltway, so I'll talk to you all later. I'm going to hop off, okay?
All right, sweetie.
That was a pleasure.
Be careful.
See you, Miss Pam.
Nice talking to you. All right, bye-bye.
Always.
You too.
Always.
Yeah. Miss Pam is the only person I know who drinks a 40 through a teacup.
Yeah.
I mean, like, she poured it. I was like, oh man, she over there like being sophisticated ratchetness right there. I love it though.
Yeah, you can't help but to, because she's just such a good person. She's funny, and she has something that most people just don't have. It's just her timing is right. And that's what it is. Her timing is right.
She is hilarious. She makes my day so much better. I told her the other day, I said, I really enjoy your channel, except for when you having all the craziness, you going back and forth. I look forward to ending my day with her channel, because I literally almost pee my pants. She cracks me up.
Yeah, she be wild, and most guys she be serious. Like I know somebody in my life who be just as real, just as real as her. Like be making me laugh sometimes. I be like, I mean, she'll say whatever's on her mind.
Because she's so open. She's just open. Yeah. She's open. I'm open, but man, she's real open.
Like I said, like that person, like the person I know, like who does it, I be asking, like, why you tell everybody everything? Like, I don't care. Like, yeah. That's okay. Ain't nothing I can say about that. Like, hey, I mean.
I'm always, you know what? That's what it is. That's what I think I do. What I really do love about YouTube, and the more I've explored it, the more I try to find different people. There's so many great people with so much to add that there's always something to entertain you and make you feel better. So there's no reason. If you want to find happiness on here, you can find that. If you want to find anger, you can find it. If you want to find the latest news, you can find that. So Faith Squad in the house. It's your girl. It's your girl.
Yeah.
Is it? Let's do the roll. Let's do the roll call. I'm joking, but anyway, that's what I noticed, and that's why I think I never stay down, because there's too many great people, and there's people like I'm a person that I understand people's anger and things being unjust and unfair, and I can listen to it. But what I really love is the people. I gotta say it again, like Faith Squad. I love people. There's so many different people that can make me smile during the day. Like, I gotta say something wrong, boss lady. Every time she come on, just hearing her intro get me going. It just
you like
her intro. She starts grooving. I'm like, man, the swag is real. It don't take much for me. Like, I like a lot of people who have things that they're angry about or mad about, or I listen to the men and the ladies. But for me, what means the most to me is the happy people, the people that have a prayer for you, the people that care about you doing well, the people that want to see you do well, the people that say, hey, you know, check out this person. Like Sugar Bay, she always say, check out that person. It makes me feel great. And I don't know how to express it to people. So when people come to here, to our page, it's not, I don't want to say my page because it's not, it's everybody's page. I want people to come feeling great. I want you to feel great. And I know stuff goes wrong, but man, let's laugh, let's learn, let's respect other people, and just be happy. And so even the whole thing for me, I just want to get on and say, if you're not living the life you imagine, why is that? Why are you not living that life? Because I'm living a life I imagine, but there's so much more I want to do. So as long as you have that goal to get there, you live in the life you imagine and don't get down. That's what I don't want people to get down. I understand it. I know people are working hard. You got people doing 2 or 3 jobs and they see YouTube as a hustle and they're trying to get it. Me, I see it as fun. I see it as extreme fun. And like, listen, there's something for you. Some people that, you know, just like to eat. Then you get mukbang. And some people who like do movies, just do movie reviews. There's people that love celebrity gossip. You can do it. I'm not telling you what's right and wrong for you at all. I'm just saying, find you, do you, be happy.
Yeah.
And I hope for everybody's success. So that's why I'm really careful about like really coming at anyone, because I don't wish animosity for no one. So I'm always thinking about what I'm saying because I don't want to bring no pain to nobody. But one thing I will say, I love this. Is a great question. I see that's a question. I just saw that. She says, how much should one sacrifice to get to that life? I think people should sacrifice as much as they're willing to sacrifice. Some people have more discipline than others. Some people to be a weightlifter and to have that perfect 10% body ain't gonna eat. Other people gonna want to eat what's right for you, as long as you're content with your decisions. So I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying, are you willing to sacrifice? And if you're not, then accept it. Some people want to run a marathon. Some people never do. It's people. Everybody has something they're willing to sacrifice for you to. If you want a family, you're gonna have to sacrifice being out there. If you want to be out there, you got to sacrifice be having a family. If you want to be the best show or the best movie star, then you can't have time for everybody. You know, so you got to figure out what's right for you. And there's no right or wrong thing. It just don't hurt other people. That's what I say. And be honest. So that's how I look at it.
You know what?
Speak.
The thing is people don't want to put in sweat equity. That's the thing. You got to be able to put in the equity, the sweat, the blood, sweat, and tears. If you're making sacrifices, you got to be able to put one foot forward. It's not going to go forward by itself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, for me, I was sick my whole life, but I wanted a better life for myself and my kids. I went back to college, you know, and it was hard. I had brain surgery in the middle of going to college, you know, but I wanted it that bad that I went back to school right after I had brain surgery. I wanted to get done and get finished, and I graduated. I wanted it bad because I knew that if I did not graduate, that I would still be making that $10 an hour.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And then within 2 years of that, I got a job making a decent amount of money and traveling. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all up to you what you want to put forward in your life. You got to make sacrifices and you got to be able to put in some sweat equity.
I feel so similar to you. However, this is what I also think. Everybody got to do what's right for them. Some people just aren't cut for certain things. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people really, really, really want something and they're going to do it. Something that you really want, you're going to do that I'm not going to do. But don't. Right. Life is a comparison, but don't compare yourself to other people because everybody got to do what's right for them. I really enjoy technology. I really will go spend money on some stupid earphones that nobody else would get. But there's nothing wrong with you want a Louis Vuitton purse. There's nothing wrong if you want to run your own business. There's nothing wrong if you want to save your money to travel. Do what's right for you. Just be ready to accept the opposite that comes with it. You got to set everybody.
Exactly.
Listen, if you love to eat, you're not doing it. It is what it is. The people who love to travel, something they're not doing. So just make sure you're doing what's right for you.
Absolutely.
You know, Tiona, much love to you. Look at her always.
Thanks, Tiona.
I just want people to be happy. And if I could just sprinkle glitter dust on everybody and they woke up happy tomorrow, I'd be happy for them. Because I can't tell you how to live your life. I can just tell you be happy. And I'm here. If you're doing something you don't like, and how much sacrifice are you willing to go to change your life? Because some people say, but you could give up everything you got. There's people that's living in a car that's happier than you. So if you want to make the change, you can. Don't blame it on other people. I
Right.
understand if you got children. I get that. Because you don't want to drag your children or your loved ones through it. But if you are your own soldier, you are only in a position you want to be because it's you. You know, that's it. That's
Right.
all I can tell people. Agree or not, that's your choice. But nobody can stop you if it's just you. You know, when you got obligations, children, family, it's not so easy. But if you're willing to not sleep, maybe you can do it too. That's all I can say. But I don't wish that on anyone. Woo! I said a little bit too much.
You know, my car, well, when I came down to Florida, in my car for 2 weeks before I got an apartment. So, I mean, I didn't want to get a hotel room. I didn't want an Airbnb. I wanted to save my money and get me a place of my own. And within 2 weeks, I mean, I had been here for a while, but 2 weeks, I slept in my car, and that was it. And I was okay with that. That was a sacrifice, you know? And so I was willing to do that to get to the next level.
I totally understand that. Listen, every time I woe is me, I say, Charles, you got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Crunchyroll, you got cable, you got the fastest internet. Man, what are you going about, brother? If you want to get something, sacrifice something. Sacrifice these memberships. Sacrifice that. Dude, you don't need this. And if I choose not to make those sacrifices, it's me. That's my fault. You know what I mean? So that's how, like, me and my friend were talking, and my friend was like, "Hey, Charles, you know you like to build computers, but maybe you should just buy a pre-built one and games. You know you like the game." And I was like, well, man, the problem is I don't have the discipline because I still want to buy this stuff. I still want to buy these special edition sneakers that came out. I still want to buy these best headphones and or fix my AC. So it's about priorities. And what I have and don't have is all up to me. I can get rid of a lot of stuff and have money tomorrow. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? And, you know, some people that's out there that's super hustling. I'm not knocking them for they hustling. Me, I'm just trying to improve as a person, and I don't know what's right and wrong for someone else. I just try to do what's right for me, and I know what's wrong for me. My brother Jay Sean, much respect to you. I hope everything is going great, bro. I see says sacrifices are easier to make when you are the only variable. Once there are other bodies involved, sacrifice and risks have to be more calculated. And I agree with you 1,000%. If I was married or I had children, then my life would be different. And that's why I think a lot of people stay single or by themselves because you don't want to be responsible for somebody else's happiness. I don't want to be able to affect your life like that. I don't. I mean, some people want it, but I want you to be responsible for your happiness, so I'm able to accept the responsibility of somebody else in my life like that.
Right.
So I don't want to force myself on anyone, and I hope nobody want to force themselves on me. That's just how I look at it. We can appreciate each other, but I'm not trying to tell you how to be. Let me much respect the power of God. Rice, just respect. I know other people shut them out, so I'm just saying hello to you because I want everybody to feel great. And that's just my thoughts. And anybody who's here who's jumping in, if you wanted to say something, I can always drop the link. Because I would love to hear if somebody is living the life that they're imagining. If they're not living the life that you imagine, I would love to hear why you think you're not. And if you have any advice you want to give, feel free to speak. Drop it in the chat. Ask the question. It makes it so much more interesting because it's not about really what I think. It's really about what other people think. I'm really trying to improve on understanding more than I want to be understood. It's great if you understand me, but I want to understand you way more. And that's how I look at the world, you know, because I don't understand a lot. I'm a master student who's trying to learn, and I just want to talk with people and improve me. That's it. So when people join me, it's always great. I would love to do way more hangouts. I just want people to jump in.
Well, Charles, if you ain't learning, you're not growing. So
that's so true. You can learn from everyone. I want to learn from everyone. I can learn from a child. You know, it's a lot I don't know. I'm about to make a joke. I like words, and Boss Lady always drops definitions. She's like, "Let me tell you what this means. Let's teach you about this word." I'm like, "Oh, there she goes. I love that. Define it." I'm gonna define ratchet. I'm joking, but I like that. I like when people define, explain to me what they mean, so I don't misconstrue. I want to know exactly where you're coming from, and that's how I look at the world. It's all about trying to learn where other people are coming from, so I can get their perspective. You know what I think it matters to me, but I want to know what it matters to you more so I can interact with you on a level that's respectful so we can understand each other. That's how I look at it. Oh man. So
And having different perspectives. I mean, being open minded and having those different perspectives from different people. Because I feel like, learning something, I learned something from you. I can learn something from, anybody that's in this chat. There's some people that here that, know more about, politics or religion or holistic healing or inspirational messages or whatever the case is, that I can learn something from them. And I try to take every single person that I know here and learn something from them individually. And so I feel like that being open minded too does help me as far as my perspective.
yeah, I totally agree. I'm always try to be as objective as possible. I have my views. Don't worry, I'm subjective sometimes, but I try to say, what about was them? What I feel like that, and I wonder why they feel like that, and that helps me uh, to be, I guess, as cool as possible. I don't know if it's gonna always make me better, but it helps me to not love you because I want to love you when I talk to you. Every time I'm talking to all of you, I'm trying to love you or learn to love you. And if I can understand you, then most likely I can love you and show you what you need to be shown as a human. That's what I think first. I think that you have family, you bleed like me, you get sick like me. I'm not
Mm.
going to disrespect your existence because you are awesome. I don't know what people's beliefs are, but we are connected through whatever spiritual entity that you want to believe in, however you see it. God, Yahweh, Buddha, whatever term you want to use to say that it makes you feel special, I'm there for you. So I'm never going to devalue you ever. And that's my whole thing. I'm just trying to learn. That's just how I look at the world. And let me ask the question again for anybody who's joining. Are you living the life you imagine? And if you're not living the life that you imagine, why is that? I would love to know, um, I don't know what's right and wrong for you, but I'd love to know why you feel the way you feel. And if I can help you, I will tell you. That's just how I look at the world. I want to help you all. I want to help you all without being malicious. But I can be malicious. I'm joking.
Okay, Charles, help me live up to my full potential.
Go ahead.
That's all.
I don't know. If I can help you, I just want to, whatever I can do to make you smile. I think if I was to say what I'm good at smiling. I'm good at hugging. I'm good at trying. I can be funny sometimes. I can be really silly, stupid. But I just want people to feel great. And if I can help you without hurting myself, that's what I want to do. And I don't want to be limited. That's where I think I'm good at. Other than that, I'm good at learning. I learn it I access real fast, and I can remember information that is pertinent to my life. I'm good at that. Other than that, I'm a work in progress. Oh man, Faith Squash. I'm not actually living the life that I imagine, but I'm learning to love and appreciate the life that God has chosen for me. But if you imagine a life, what would your life be like? That's a hell of a what do you envision your life? Like me, um, I thought, you know what? I thought that when I got to be like 45, I may have been a father, but I'm not a father at 45. But I'm not angry about it. I just think that for me, it was always a financial decision. I never wanted to have children I couldn't give a better life than me, and I can't see at this time being able to give. I can love my child to death, but I don't know if um if I could give my children the life I want them to have. So that always limited me. I mean, in my brain, and I don't know what's right or wrong. Just the way I view things, but it is what it is. Uh, I'm gonna do this. I dropped the anybody who wants to join. I dropped the link in the chat, so you can just hit the link. So don't feel that you can't just anybody could join. If you want to join, say, hey Charles, I want to join. I'll drop the link in the chat because I love to hear other people's perspective. I don't mind running my mouth, but truthfully, I want you to run your mouth more than I run my mouth. So if anybody can't get on, you can always email me. My email is charlesgilmore3@gmail. I'm no secret. It's my name, charlesgilmore3@gmail. Email me. I'm like the most secretive person ever. I tell you where I live in Los Angeles, in a place called Carson. Anything else you want to know, you can find out. You can Google me. I'm not joking. I'm not a private person. I'm private though. I just won't tell you stuff. But like you'll figure it out. I searched him. I know Charles now, which is quite easy. I'm joking. Oh man, this has been pretty fantastic. I'm enjoying talking. And if, uh, Rice, aka, wants to join, I would love to hear you. Oh, Sugar, the Bays. I love you. I love you
I'm
all.
adding him right now, Charles.
Okay, that's awesome. Anybody who wants to join is more than welcome. 'Cause I love to hear
Okay.
everybody talk. I can shut up way better than I can talk. Okay, I gotta email you, so let me do that. I'll
Yeah.
I can do that. But it should work. We don't get more than one invite, so we'll see how it works. Woohoo! I think I have too much fun. I think I'm just in my brain. Everything is great, and yeah, I'm happy. I wish everybody was happy too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just say random stuff, but I really think about that. I just want people to be happy. And if I could do something to make everybody happy, I would. I don't know. Like, what makes me the most happy is when people smile and feel great. Just seeing people smile and makes me happy all the time. I mean, I understand people get angry, but when I see somebody say that's great, when I to go to Tiana and she just comes on, hi fam. There's a lot of people that are like that. I love to watch you. I'm telling you.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Rice.
Hey guys. Hey Zero. Hey Charles. Hey everybody.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Feel free to speak. The floor is yours.
What are we talking about now?
Whatever. I just said, if you are you living the life that you imagine? And if not, why not? And if you want to talk about anything, feel free to speak. Whatever you want to speak about.
Oh, okay, cool. So thanks guys for having me on the panel. Thank you for inviting me. So am I living the life that I imagine? I would say yes, as far as like career wise or whatever. And it's like I don't want to be long winded or whatever, but yeah, I think for the most part, I'm living the life I imagine. And I feel like I owe a lot of thanks to my parents because of that. They was like really hard on me growing up. Um, they really made me focus on, school and everything like that. Um, and going, transcending into adulthood as well. So for the most part, I think I'm living a life I imagine. I'm in the automotive industry, and it's great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an artist, so I've always been into my arts. I just never really displayed it on YouTube. But I'm just trying to get more into that. It's kind of weird for me to turn on my camera and just paint and just talk. It's weird for me. So I'm just trying to dive more into that and just get comfortable with it. But for the most part, you guys, just to give you a little background about me, I grew up with strict parents and, they really didn't allow me to go anywhere. So I feel like, yeah, I'm where I want to be at, but, we all, like you guys were saying, we can learn from each other. And I feel like, even though I'm at that wisdom point in my life, I feel like, my parents ruined the fact that my communication skills can be better. I'm really standoffish, so this is coming on YouTube and stuff is kind of different for me because of the way that they raised me to be. But yeah, for the most part, I think I'm where I want to be at. Giving thanks to them for help pushing me in that direction. Um, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and make y'all think I lived a straight path, because that would be a lie. I did veer off a little bit, partying in college, doing this, doing that. But I've always stayed focused on my studies and I pushed through, you know what I'm saying? I fought through whatever it is I was going through and I pushed through because that's how I was raised to be. So no matter what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? I always continued on track with whatever it is, school or whatever. Um, so yeah, that's about it. I think right now I'm getting into the thing of trying to learn how to balance out my doing my art and working, because I work Monday through Friday. And when I get off, it's like I'm tired. I don't want to do nothing. And it's like at first I tried to put myself on a schedule, but that didn't work because it's like it's easy for me to adhere to my schedule at work. But as soon as I get off, I'll be like, no, like I don't want to feel like I'm pressured to create when creations come as they come, like as far as art. So, yeah.
I'm just listening. If you want to talk, I'm more than willing to listen. It's always interesting to learn about other people. You've made a statement, and I find that statement to be interesting. And this is for everybody. I don't know who's all parents or not. I'm not a parent, but do you think that being a strict, quote unquote, strict parent raises better children? I mean, is that a necessity in
Um,
having a productive child? I'm just asking you.
honestly,
Mhm.
honestly, no, Charles, and I say that because it actually makes the child, when they are able to go branch out on their own, it makes them more curious. Um, I know some of my cousins who parents allowed them to have freedom. Or I'll take my brothers for an example. They were allowed to just do whatever they wanted to do. They have great communication skills, despite me, I don't. And they're like really good with communication, things like that. And they're like okay as far as like that. But and they're able to make friends in real life, things like that. They don't have a problem with issue with that. But me, on the other hand, I do. So no, strict parents don't necessarily means that the child is going to be everything is going to be perfect. It's just I feel like looking at my parents, trying to put myself in their shoes,
Mhm.
which of course I can't feel their shoes, but just metaphorically speaking, I think that they were just trying to refrain me from being touched by worldly issues and
Understood.
just just problems that they didn't want me to deal with. You know, I wasn't allowed to go outside. I mean, I could go on the porch. I couldn't get off the porch. If dinner wasn't ready, I was always in my room drawing or something like that. So I think that that was what they were trying to do. But I think that it causes the child to be more curious, and when they finally get 18, 19, 20, because I didn't get my curfew till I was 21, so I was still being told what to wear, how to dress until I was like 21 years old. So by that time I was like ready to party, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to do me, you know, and just party and just I was curious. So the things that they taught me wasn't really, it's things that they couldn't teach me that I had to learn on my own. So no, I don't think that strict parents is going to create like a perfect life for you, because there's a lot of things that strict parents don't teach their kids,
Mhm.
to where when they get out in the real world, they're going to be faced with things that their parents didn't teach them because they were parents were so busy trying to keep them from those specific things, you know. So for me, I got into the exotic lifestyle, like exotic dancing when
Mm.
I was in college, things like that. I paid my own bills, at a young
Mhm.
age, things like that. So I feel like because and that's not an excuse, I'm not saying because they were strict on me, it veered me towards that lifestyle. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that I was green, I was naive. It was a lot of stuff they couldn't teach me that I had to learn on all on my own, pretty much.
I have a question for you because you
Hmm.
said something that um, you're going to laugh. I disagree with something that you said, and you're going to laugh when I say that.
What?
You said that you don't communicate well, and from listening to you, you communicate wonderfully. I mean, I don't have a problem understanding anything that you're saying, and you're
I
expressing yourself
completely agree.
wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
completely agree.
So when
Thank
you said
you.
that, you said that your communication wasn't good. I'm like, man, you speak
You have
well. I mean,
awesome communication.
yeah, I have no doubt that people won't understand you. So
Thank you.
I think that you gotta. I'm gonna say something wrong again. That's a thought that you need to strike out of your mind because you
Yeah.
Amen.
communicate
I think
fabulously.
so too.
So you
Thank
Yes.
think,
you.
yeah, I'm just being honest with you because when you said that, I'm like, I disagree with that. You communicate well.
Yes,
Yeah,
Thank
you
sir.
may
you.
not, you in your mind, you may want to sound better or express more, but I think that
Mhm.
you sound fabulous, and I think
Exactly.
communication is this is just making sure that somebody else understands what you're saying, and
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
Thank
understand what you're
you.
saying. You don't
Yes.
have to say the perfect words. You don't have to have the perfect
No.
syntax or the grammar. Just as long
Yes.
as you can convey the message, I think you're fabulous. So don't.
Very
Thank you.
articulate.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
Thank
I'm just saying
you.
that. I'm just saying that because I disagree with you on that. And if you
Oh,
want to fight
thank
me on
you.
that, we can fight all back and forth.
No.
'Cause I will engage in that with you. 'Cause
No, thank you guys. I appreciate that. But you know what?
Mm.
It took a while for me to even get to this point. I feel like me getting into that lifestyle that I was just telling you guys about, it actually made it better for me to, in regard to be able to just not be as naive as I was and just be, think more logically and just that, my father, he's a street guy,
Mhm.
and my mom is not. So, a lot of the stuff he taught my brothers, he kind of didn't teach me, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I
So when I
understand.
got into that lifestyle, I pretty much, the stuff that he could have taught me, I pretty much learned on my own. But he's the type of guy, he's old school. He's like, I don't want to know about it, I don't
Yeah.
want to hear about it like that. But even still then, I always still did my arts. I never stopped. So that's just that. But for the most part, I feel like throughout my trials and tribulations in life, the stumbles and achievements, I think that I'm comfortable and I'm content with who I am as a person and where I am in life.
You said something else, and you said you're not comfortable with like drawing your art and talking. I have a
Hmm,
friend; he's an artist, so I sent the link in the chat. And you should
hmm,
check it out because he's
okay.
if you like. I love to talk to him, but he's a drawer and he can talk and do his art, and I think you should check him
Hmm,
out because if you are like that, you can do it. Because hearing you speak
okay.
now, I know you speak well, so I would really love to see you go through the process talking and explaining your art. But I'm gonna check you
Okay.
out because I like
Thank you.
people who can teach, and you speak well. Don't ever doubt that you don't speak well. You need to talk
exactly.
more. I think I'll enjoy talking to you. I mean, you
Yeah.
you've made me smile. I'm happy that you came on and just got chatty. I'm like, listen to this girl. She's awesome, and then
Right.
she's doubting herself, crazy. And
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I had to break over here, because get out talking more. I
yeah,
mean,
she's great.
yeah, she's a great artist. I mean, this Avatar you did, she did it.
Yeah, but I needed, man. I can if you looking to make. I don't know where you stay or if you work through email, but I have friends that do movies and love to connect and pay people for art. Like the,
Okay.
the person who link I'm gonna put again. He did my thing. He was like, hey Charles, man, he liked my page, and I didn't even know he was an artist like that. He's like, man, I made this for you, and I was like, man. He was like,
Mhm.
man, I just did this for you. I said, man, how much you want? Give me $25. Man, I ended up giving him a couple hundred. He was like, what?
Oh wow.
Because he did it. I
Yeah.
didn't have to tell him. And he was just, dude, people will pay you for your art. I will pay. So, and I can hook you
Yeah.
up with people that will pay. So if you can do it, if I know about it, that's networking. Don't ever
Right.
doubt. Show it. I'm gonna check you
Okay.
And
out. Go to your
and
page.
Okay.
Rice, you just
Yeah.
got a new subscriber. I'm really enjoying. I'm over here checking out, putting my watch later so I can watch some of your stuff.
I got you.
Okay.
Very articulate. This is all about a positive movement. We have surrounded ourselves with so many positive people, and I
Mhm.
just look. Charles has this infectious laugh. I'm waiting on him to laugh because you know,
There we go.
he's
There we
going
go.
down and out. And then when he starts talking, he'll say something just totally nonsense, but it's funny at the same time. And so if you're ever having a down day and you see one of his videos pop up, hurry up and click on it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be something funny that he's going to say, and it's going to make your day. So as far as
Mhm.
the positive movement, each and every single one of us have something to contribute to the positive community. And so creating this positive community is important because people don't acknowledge the positive side of YouTube. They only acknowledge
Yeah.
the stuff, the
No.
negative stuff. So there's each and every person that's up here right now and people that are in the chat. Every single person has something to contribute to the positive movement. So
Mhm.
your art and looking at your cartoon makeup tutorial, I can't wait to watch that because that's pretty cool. That's pretty darn cool.
Thank you.
So we just have to keep building one person at a time. And just and showing people and putting them a spotlight on who they are, their talents, what they do. Because this right here for me, I am a people person. I love praying with people. I love helping people, and so I'm starting a nonprofit to
Mhm.
help people. So my job on YouTube is to try to bring people together and try to love on people and to pray for people and enjoy people. And so
we all bring something magical, which I enjoy. I love that. So thank you for having me on here today. It truly lifted my spirit up today.
You lift me every time I hear you talking. Every time Sister Kate, you know I love you. You're awesome. I think your spirit is great. You make me want to be better. So I love people like you.
Sis, can you drop your link in the chat so I can subscribe to you?
Of course I can.
Yeah, me too. I also work with a nonprofit like time to time, like, a lot of times work with youth for like in the Black community most of the time. And then like with my dance crew, like we usually like, dance, put on shows. Sometimes we do charity events. So I mean, I think like probably like the biggest thing we did like recently, and I think it was like last year when we performed at the TSU homecoming parade, which I don't think a dance crew in Nashville actually did that before, and we pretty much were the big attraction there. Just walking down and dance at the same time, it's just like it was fun. It's fun and very. Yeah,
I look forward to this. She's diverse, but she has some things that just actually caught my eye. Robots and information technology.
Oh yeah.
Manufacturing robotics.
Yeah.
Talk about nanotechnology. We don't know about that yet, but I'm gonna check it out. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You don't even know who you're talking to right now. NASA claims that space is water.
Oh yeah.
She has not. You, Bryce TV. You don't know. You don't know who. Total geek. You're talking to the person that's going to like those. Those caught me more than anything. Like I see other stuff, but dimensions, streaking. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm all geeking out here. That's pretty great.
You're making her blush.
I love it. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't years ago. I actually had a YouTube, and I had thousands of subscribers based off of my exotic, situation. Okay. But then I decided to delete it and focus basically on me. But then when I came back on YouTube approximately 2 years ago, I was trying to help someone, and the person put me in a bad limelight, and their trolls started attacking me. So just in case, some people come over here, because I know y'all on this positive movement, and so am I. I just don't want people to come over here saying, don't talk to Rice,
Hold on.
That type of thing. So can I tackle that? Can I tackle that, Charles? Do you mind?
Let me say something. Be real quick. You don't know. Don't worry. I'm oblivious. I will have so much fun with trolls. Don't worry.
I was just going to say the same thing. We pray the hell out of trolls. So we don't care about trolls. We pray for them and then kick them out the door. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I just like to be honest and upfront. So
show them door. Hey, you got to go, but I'll pray for you though.
I got to say real fast. Hey, Brother Frank, every time I see you, you make my day, bro. I've been thinking about your stream the other day. Two titles I gotta talk about because if you didn't know, my brother Frank is a positive brother, and Frank is honest. But Frank will say some stuff that make me think. I don't even think Frank. No, he make me think sometimes. I'm like, damn, Frank, thank you. I got a new topic. And Frank was talking about his pops and his pops remarrying, and it just made me want to just have I love to talk about men and women relationships. So I'm gonna go in, not right now, but Frank, I'm gonna do a hangout on that, and I just gotta say thank you, Frank, because every time I hear you, bro, you don't know. I sit and listen, and your positivity and the way you analyze the world helps me stay focused. So, Frank, much love to you, dude. I don't say it to you enough, but I want you to know that I can mimic you because your cadence, like I got a cadence, but your cadence, Frank is just, I just listen to Frank. Sometimes I just get dressed, do what I got to do, and I just listen to Frank. I get tired. Like if the way you say, I can't do Frank like I should be able to do Frank, and I probably could. But you make my day, Frank. Much love to you, bro. I just want you to know that because I don't comment enough, but I'm telling you, I listen to you quite a lot, Frank.
Well, we tell Frank he needs to go ahead. We've been waiting on Frank to pray for about 6 months now. He ain't prayed yet.
So I'm about to read a comment, guys. A view is a view said, hey, she said, I want the hips on the lady in pink. Listen, look, let me tell y'all. So look, check this out. everybody in my family is thick. I promise you, if I invited y'all to a family reunion, you would be like, oh, okay, I see now. You know, it's
Yeah,
like genetic, it's genetical. So it's like
yeah,
everyone, from my mom to my aunts, everybody is thick.
yeah.
So that's where
Yeah,
I
she
get
ain't
that
lying.
from.
I understand.
Yeah, she ain't lying. I see the mama. Yeah, she. Woo.
He sees it. I see mama. She got it from her mama.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to talk to the daughter. Hey, mama. Boy, if you get yourself out of here,
Yeah.
I am old enough to be your mama. That's my mama. Shut up.
Yeah, so that's pretty much where I get that from. But you know, people who just see me on YouTube, they don't get that until I start showing pictures. I'm like, here go my mama, here go my daddy,
Mhm.
and they be like, oh, okay, like, oh, you know, okay, now I can just. Because it's some people that be like, oh, surgery. I'm like, bro, I would never. Like, have you seen my aunties?
I hear you.
My aunties, I got two aunties who hips are twice as thick as mine, small waist.
I
Come
got it.
on, dude. Like,
See, since
I
you've
don't
been
even
here,
believe. I don't believe in that type of stuff. Like,
you ready?
do you see how?
Are you ready to call me a liar? I'm about
Do
to go.
you see? Do you see the catastrophic events that these women who are getting this surgery have to go through?
I
Their
understand.
butts turn purple, blue, orange. Like, who wants to go through that? I've seen videos where they're getting this stuff, whatever it is, silicone or whatever it is, seeped out their bodies, out their butts, and then it's just nasty. It
Ooh,
looks painful and it's gross.
ooh. I
Yeah, and then
was gonna say a
and
joke. You destroyed my joke. I had a joke, but you just meant it gross. I'm like, yeah.
and then they can't even, after the doctor take whatever it is that's I back there, they can't even get anything. The doctor tell them like, look, it's nothing else we can do. This is, you ruined it. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have went to the whoever you went to. Now it's nothing we can do. You just flat back there. I would never. What
Well,
ever.
I'm gonna go in anyway, but it's not. It's gonna be a joke, but it's not a joke. For me, when it comes to ladies, I need like it's great that you physically somebody's appealing, but it's irrelevant. I mean, 'cause that's cool, but
Thank you.
so it's really what does she say? Like, do I like her thought process? Would I want to be around her? Of it's not
Thank you.
interaction. So I don't really get impressed by looks.
Thank
I
you.
get impressed more about how somebody makes me feel when they speak to me. So
Right.
like I can love people that I've never seen because they make me smile so much. So maybe I'm different. Like Charles, it's not true, but it is true. So
Right.
Pamela, every time I hear you talk, I feel so great because you make me smile so much. And I'm just being honest. So it's not really not that people I don't really find people attractive because there's a lot of beautiful women. But once I hear them speak, my whole fantasy of what they are will be destroyed. So if you have no intellectual capacity, if you can't string together a stream of consciousness that I can understand what you say, I don't want to be around you.
I agree with you.
Don't get it twisted. I am a total dirtbag. But what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is this. I can love you for more than your physical. So if you can say, "Oh, have you read Larry Nevin? He wrote a science fiction book that was so great." You know how nice I'm going to be by you, and you could look like Twiggy or you could be Miss Piggy. I don't care. Like, so it doesn't matter. You have to be because you said something that most people can't say. So if you want to turn Charles on, tell me a book to read, baby. I'm like, oh, really? Read this passage. Shakespeare wrote it. I'm like, really? And have you read Isaac Asimov? And I'm like, no, Isaac. Where you get that ring from? Maybe I heard him. I'm joking. But the point I'm trying to make is there are so many attractive women, and there's so many things about attraction. For me, a lot of it is programmed, but what I really like is the brain and the mind and the love. So
Me
some
too.
people can be so beautiful, but they're assholes. They don't help you. They won't look out for you. So once I see that horrible personality, I don't need to be around you. I like the people that want to give a piece of cake to everybody. That you want to hug everybody, not that they want to use you because you want to feel special. And that turns. But don't ever forget I'm a dirtbag and I'm done.
And you know what's so funny? That's interesting that you even mentioned that because I'm like that too. Like I'm like, okay, none of us can help how we look. And we know that there's so many shallow people in this world. That's all they care about. But the way I was raised not to really even care about how I look. My father wasn't having it. He was like, put that down. You're not wearing that. You're not putting, I didn't really care about how I looked, and I pretty much still don't to this day. But I work in the atmosphere in the industry where I have to look a certain way when I go to work. So, but back to basically what you were saying, yeah, I wish that a lot of more people would be like that when approaching other people, because you really don't know what a person is going through, how they're feeling, things like that. So if a lot of more people had that mindset, it'll be better. But we live in an environment. So when people start roasting me about my looks, I start to think to myself, like, you just don't even really know. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't even be caring, to be honest with you. I care about stuff like art, more stuff that's like intellectual. Like I talk about science, the universe, molecules. I talk about stuff like that. I'm not really into the shallowness and to the she looks like that or looks like this. I'm not really into that type of stuff. Although I do have to make sure when I go to work I look a certain way, because I'm around engineers all day, attorneys all day. So I have to do my hair a certain way. I can't, like when I first started at this company and I wore my natural hair, I was told not to come in there like that again. So It's like, yeah. So it's like, I know not to go to work a certain way, because then it's like I'm here to do my job, but y'all also are looking at the way I look. We have a salon in our building, so they're not having it. Yeah, they're not having it. But you're right. Like, more people shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately, and it's the society that we live in. We live in a society where people, that's all they care about is what type of clothes I got on, how she look, is she thick or not. It's just a huge stereotype, and a lot of women kill themselves to adhere to that stereotype, and that's the sad thing about it. No, be yourself. Do you know one of the people that I used to really, really like and thought was very, very pretty and still do is Aaliyah. She's not thick, she's very petite, but still, like, I liked her personality. I liked her, her demeanor.
Yes,
the way she carried herself.
I think most people did, because I found her to be extremely beautiful, and she seemed to be like really loving. She seemed to be. I don't know her personally, but the persona she put off was like, man, I would like her, and that's a beautiful thing to have.
So it's really about how you carry yourself and your personality. Is really not about how you look at all, because you could look like Halle Berry and be the ugliest person on the inside. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel so sad about that. There's so many women I hear speak, and then I'm like, oh no. And I feel bad, because I'm like, you're so beautiful, but damn, you suck. And I hate that I think like that, but I do. And I pray for me, because, man, there's a lot of ladies wouldn't get, a lot of women, I'm sorry, ladies, you may be beautiful on the outside, but you wouldn't get 15 minutes with me, because I'd be like, please leave, please. And I would feel bad doing that to you, because I don't want to hurt you, but really you suck. I heard you talk to him. I saw what you did to her. Don't speak to me, please. No disrespect to you. You're just not my cup of tea. You need to go eat some dirt, because that's what you look like to me.
Yeah.
But I mean that.
Charles, I feel you on that, because, like, it'd be like, so would it be like so attractive, and then, like, as soon as they talk, you hear the attitude, be like, you're not.
I love beautiful people. I love beautiful people, and what I mean by that is not externally. I like internally. So Hey Squad, I love you. I love anybody who loves people, and you make people feel special, because everybody is special. I mean, you exist. Just your existence means something. You mean something. Don't ever think you don't, and don't think that you got to change yourself to mean something. I hate that. You are awesome how you are, as long as you're not hurting nobody else. Love yourself, because I'm gonna love you for loving yourself. And once you love yourself, you're gonna love other people. Get mad trying to. I'm not saying you shouldn't do what's socially acceptable. We all got to fit into society, but don't try to fit in for love, because I'm gonna love you for being you. If you like to play Pokemon, just tell me about it. I'm gonna listen to you. I'm just saying, we all like what we like, man. If you like to dance like my brother Kelvin, because I love to learn to dance like him. I wish I had those moves. I wouldn't even talk. I'll be dancing for ladies. Like, look at me, baby. I can move. I'm joking, but I'm just saying, be who you want to be.
The funny thing about it, I actually did a video, I think like a couple of days ago, like talking about that. I think 2 or 3 days ago, talking about it. And I was like asking the question, I was like, do people need instructions to learn how to dance? And I mean, I kind of just like noticed like how like, like people were scared to get out and dance floor to dance, and like until like a song that like like tells them like dance like a line dance,
Hmm.
like Cha Cha Lake Slide or something like that. Like when a song comes there where they doing that, then like people are ready to go out and dance. But if it's no line dancing song, mm, everyone's sitting in their seats. They're too scared to
Oh
get
no,
out and
not
express
me,
themselves.
honey. I'm on the dance floor all by myself. I
That's how
got
you
many,
should feel.
I
I got
believe
That's how
you.
plenty
you
of
feel. Is what you should
videos
do.
and plenty of pictures of me on the dance floor by myself, getting my groove on. I don't have no
Hey,
problem with dancing. You
yeah,
know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
but yeah, but yeah, I know a lot of people do it. I mean, I understand because like, they afraid they may get laughed at, and like people usually laughing at the people that they get out and have enough courage to get on the dance floor. They're too scared to do it most of the time, and they couldn't do no better if they got on the dance floor. So it's easy for them to go out and laugh at that other person.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
I applaud courage. Do you? And dancing is
yeah,
an expression. There's no right or wrong way to dance. Now
right.
No.
there's right and wrong way. Like if it's like a sauce, like a certain type of steps you need to do the
Right.
dance. I get that. But how dancing is an expression of your soul, of how you feel about something, how the rhythm moves you, or
Yeah,
the
It's a
sound.
release. It's a
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm never
release.
gonna tell
yeah.
somebody not to express
Yes.
themselves their way. Whatever you need to do, just feel great. And I
Yeah, I
love your
mean,
Yes.
I
soul.
mean, yeah, I mean, express yourself through the expression. It's like pretty much expressing and interpreting the way the way the music makes you feel.
Yes.
You're interpreting that. So like, it's like dancing, like like as artists, you got like brushes and paint and like easels and all that. Like I mean, it's unlike that. You'll have like your arms, your hands, your feet, and all that. It's like dance style waving. You'll see people do it all the time. Like your hands can be the paintbrush.
Exactly.
Your body is the easel. I mean, it's just like like your legs can be like the paint because you need to use your body. Use your legs to move. I mean, when you're dancing, you're using legs the most anyway, unless it's dancing that like requires a lot of like upper body work, like kind of like b-boying or breakdance as you call it, because like like the power moves that like the moves that people like be wild, like ooh ah and all that, like I mean that takes strength, so it's like takes strength and practice to actually do that, and it's like people think, well, they say they must lift weights to to you can live ways you want to. It ain't gonna help you. I mean, the only way you're gonna to learn those moves is just like constant practice. Just like learn a technique and then like just trying to practice it and getting it down. Because some of those moves, like yeah, you just need to get your body needs to get used to it. Because like certain positions that do it. So like it's like you can be like a bodybuilder if you don't know the technique or know how to do that move, and you ain't had no time to like really get your body adjusted to it to build up your body the strength in your muscles to do it, then it don't matter how many weights you lift. You can be the strongest man in the world. If you can't get that get adjusted to that, it ain't happening.
I hear you. Man,
Right.
this is awesome.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, so you've been pretty awesome, man. I'm pretty happy to meet you as a person. I mean, as a YouTuber, I guess I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but
Thank you.
great to talk to
I'm
you. It's
I'm
great.
glad that I met you guys also. So thank
yeah,
you.
I've having a
yeah,
wonderful time. I really am. I, I
yeah.
want to keep on going, but I need to go because I ran a 5K this morning. I need to go take a shower. I'm starting to sweat more, and I just want to get clean and fresh. And then I know Super Bowl's coming on, so I gotta be ready to go check it out somewhere and eat somebody's food. I'm a moocher. I'm really kind of a moocher. Give me that food, baby. I'm joking, but yeah, I thank you. I really appreciate all you guys all for from coming and
Yeah.
talking with me. I want to talk more than I want to listen more than I want to talk, but I wish I had more dialogue with people. And that's what I think YouTube should be about. It should be like this. And we can all disagree, but it's great to learn and grow from it. And that's what it is. And that's what I'm about. And this is good.
Exactly.
This is awesome. I'm so happy. You guys don't even know. It made my day. Brother Kelvin, you're
made
awesome.
my day too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charles. I always appreciate when you had time to come through my channels. I know it's like, a lot of people out there, a lot of people support. I get it because I got to do the same thing. But, I always appreciate when you stop through when you had time.
Bro, I watch you. I got to start commenting more. I was checking out your Final Fantasy stuff, man. I want to play the Zero Age. I don't like Final Fantasy 12 Zero Age. I was thinking every time I look at Final Fantasy, I think of you. And
right, me too.
So like, you don't even know. It's a lot. If you did not know, I got every gaming system. I got the Switch. I got the Xbox One S. I got the PS4. I got the PS3. I got a PC. I got the 3DS. I got this and that. I got. No, I'm joking. But I'm a gamer. So like some games, like matter of fact, yesterday, like I got Dark Souls on every system. But Dark Souls Remastered came out. So my friend yesterday, I posted this thing. Chris, CT Super Geek is my friend. And he just bought it. He's like, Charles, you would tell me about Dark Souls. He bought it. And since he bought it, I went and bought it yesterday. And Dark Souls Remastered on PS4. And, I ain't played this game in years. Man, I played that game and I died. I got so pissed off, turned the game off. And I'm like, I'm just making a joke. But the whole point is that I'm making is, man, you can connect with people through games. And and watching my brother Kelvin play Final Fantasy make me want to go back and play Final Fantasy again. And I love to play games too much, but Kelvin,
I'm such a hippie. I don't even have a TV.
Is it a necessity for your life? Is it something that you need? It may not be something like however you live your life. I like to play video games. Right now, I've been stuck on this game, Axiom Verge. I don't know. It's like a Super Metroid type retro game, and like I never emulate on my I never bought an emulator other than Dolphin. I didn't buy it, but put it on my phone. But Kelvin played it on his phone. I'm like, man, you maybe want to get an emulator. I never did that before. But yeah, the PS emulator. And I
mean, like the emulators allow me to play some of the games I never got to play on consoles because, like at the time didn't have the money at the time, and like
I get it, man. Technology has changed so much. There's no reason that people can't experience the beauty of games, and you can get everything for free. So I did a lot of talking. Man, I'm so happy. You guys don't even know, man. My day is great. Appreciate all of you. If I can hug everybody.
Thank you for having us.
I love to talk more. So like not like that, but if you ever want to, anytime you got an idea, you want to hang out, let me know. I'll join in. I'll hop in, or I'll do it. I don't care. I just want to. I don't see YouTube like most people. For me, it's just fun. I'm not knocking nobody. Let's say life.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
If I could make it get paid, and I was like, great, I would do it. But for me, it's just for fun. It's fun for me, and I appreciate everybody because nobody got to give me 10 seconds. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
All right. That is awesome.
I have fun. Thank you all. If you guys
I enjoyed y'all.
Go for it, and then after that,
I enjoyed talking with y'all on the panel. Having great conversation.
Yes.
I mean, didn't expect it to be this good, but it did. So I'm grateful for that.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Rice. You guys for me being here. I wasn't feeling well, so it really made my day. You guys made me feel better, so I appreciate it.
In case I got a quick question. I'm curious about like the whole ASMR thing because it's like I see a lot more like black YouTubers who are women like taking on that ASMR thing. I'm just kind of curious, like, is that really popular with black people? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, well, the mukbangs, people are combining those where they're doing eating shows and ASMR because it's autonomous. I always mess up the name. Sensory mid responses, which has a lot to do with people who have like mental issues and anxiety and sleeping problems and different sensory overload issues. And so for me, because I had brain surgery, I had super sensitive sensories. So I would have panic attacks and anxieties all the time. And so with me doing ASMR, I would watch certain type of things, which would help me sleep. I teach meditation. I am a Reiki healer, so I do a lot of energy healing and stuff like that. And so, with that,
Okay.
doing the ASMR is just another branch of doing things that help. They bring relaxation and to calm down and balance your sensories.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious about it. I mean, I had like seen it before, but like it was just something I just noticed.
Yeah. So, if you ever heard of fight and flight is really bad. That's where a lot of people who have anxiety, where their body
Mm.
doesn't, it is always in a fight and flight, where it's always like panic mode or anxiety
Yeah.
or worry or fear. And it helps to bring it down. It helps to calm that fear, that anxiety, that worry in your body. I used to be that person. I worried about and had anxiety and panic attacks about everything. And so
Okay.
it helped I had sensory issues with my skin, with my everything. Every part of my sensory was overloaded. And so it's helped me. So that's why I do it.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Because usually, like when I first heard about ASMR, like it was like more like in the whole sexual thing, but I didn't know like it also be used
It's
as
like with
healing
anything.
to
Yeah. It's
healing.
like with anything. It has a spectrum. So everything has a spectrum, right? Some of it's good.
Okay.
I mean, I would say some of it's innocent, some of it's sexual. So everything has
Mm.
a midline, and you can step over that midline real fast. Let me tell you, I don't do be sexual, but I blow bubbles, right? That's what I do on
Yeah.
the channel. People love it. But one day I did one that was a little bit more risque. I didn't mean for it to be risque. It just turned out that way. And YouTube said this is 18 and over. And I
Wow.
was like, oh, cool. Oops. So there's a midline with anything,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got a better perspective on it now. Like, didn't know much about it, but thanks for giving me the
Life is
info
about
on it.
learning. Life is about learning.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Charles?
Life is about learning. Life is about
Yeah.
Yeah.
learning. I love that.
Yeah.
Man, I have a video, Charles, that I did 8 months ago, just on a humbug. I saw people blowing bubbles and stuff on YouTube, so I decided to do it. I did it. I left the channel. I hadn't been over to the second channel for a minute. Went back and I had almost 1,000 views. I'm like, what is this? And so I've been doing it ever since.
I got friends that just love AMSR, love it, love to hear people just blow. So I get it. I'm not mad at them. It's like people say, Charles, eat. I'm like, man, I don't always want to eat on camera. Go ahead. So people like what they like, and I'm all for
Yeah,
whatever people like. I want people to be happy. You know,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
it. Whatever it's gonna take for people to feel great. It's what it is. Anyway, anybody else got anything else they want to say? Uh,
no, I'm good. It was good being here, though. I
Yeah.
enjoyed you, but I smell you all the way over here, so I'm gonna need you to go take a shower.
Hey, that's the plan.
Oh,
That's the plan. That's the plan.
I
I'm
Uh,
got
just
them. Got the super nose. Got the
yeah,
super
that was a
senses
great
right
joke.
there.
Don't pause for that one. That was a great. You ain't never got to apologize to me. I need to laugh. Anyway, people, it's a pleasure for everybody who joined. Oh, let me shout out SM Gamer. She always says I don't shout her. Shout me out. I mean, out. Listen, for anybody who ever asked, if you want to shout out, I shout out the whole world. I don't care. It matters not. I want your page to grow. I want you to feel great. Whatever it takes. If your dream is to be a
Yeah.
million people following you on whatever platform you use, I'm gonna help you. Have a great day. I love you all. Fed Squad, Views of View, Boss Lady. I love her. Boss Lady. The super swag is real. Casey is in love. Rice, my brother. my, my brother Kelvin, I see Sugar Bay, the Bays. I'm just saying everybody I can think of. And much love to you. If I miss somebody, Brother Frank, uh, I'll catch you on the next one. Much love, much respect, and have a great day, people.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Later.
Take it easy, people.
see you.
See ya.
See. See.